married, kids, business, and then trying to find my own time and my own identity again. And I realized, man, I am white knuckling through life. I'm having a hard time holding it together, and things got very stressful very quick. It was a struggle, man, because think about this. At first, it's just you. It's just Christoph. And then you meet a woman and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with you. You got to marry me. You got to be my wife. So for a long while, there's just probably you and her. You're going to cool places. You can be spontaneous, right? Like, hey, let's go see a movie. Let's go eat. Let's go catch a plane and take a trip somewhere. Let's take a car ride to another state. And then all of a sudden, you're like, hey, what do you say we start a family? And then now you're bringing up baby, and then you're starting a business while holding a day job. Now, look at the complications that arise. And all of a sudden, if we don't mind our P's and Q's very quickly, your business becomes the other woman as far as your wife is concerned. And then you spend so much time, I'm not saying you are, but you could be spending so much time podcasting and doing this stuff that you start neglecting your kid, and all of a sudden you feel guilt. And then you're with your child, but you're mentally at work. And that's typically what ends up happening, and that's what happened to me. Married, kids, business, and then trying to find my own time and my own identity again. And I realized, man, I am white knuckling through life. I'm having a hard time holding it together, and things got very stressful very quick. Guilt settled in because I wasn't seeing my family. I was making some bad financial decisions in the business, trying to take shortcuts. So what I very quickly realized is there's never going to be a work-life balance, but there is going to be a work-life mix. And what if I can get my wife into the business? Now she's not going to be jealous of the business because she's part of it. So today, she's our CFO for Fit Body Bootcamp. Ironically, I'm in my own office here in our building, but on that side of the building, the south side of the building, my 14-year-old son is doing customer support tickets. And I don't know if you heard me, but I told my daughter, I'm like, hey, honey, you could stay in this room or you can go in the other room and hang out over there. In other words, the whole family's involved. And when you're doing that, now I can have a work-life mix. Sometimes I'll go on a speaking gig and I'll take my son or daughter with me. And after I'm done speaking in New York, we'll spend a day or two exploring New York. And that's what needs to happen if you're trying to get a sense of, if you're an entrepreneur or you're trying to create a side hustle, you better figure out how to make a mix, because you're never going to find a balance.